Hey guys, what is up? It is Karen, aka cakedbybabyk, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into my... I never know what month it is. We are going to be diving into my May favorites. May was a month of trying a lot of new things, and a lot of these new things have made it into my favorites, so I'm super excited for today's video to share what I've been loving recently. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start off with some lashes because shameless plug for my homegirl Leslie. She just started her own brand and I am honestly so proud of her. I've mentioned her lashes in one of my most recent tutorials, which I will link down below if you guys want to see that. But like I said, she started her own lash brand and she has mainly lashes, but she also has tools as well, like brushes and sponges. But I have absolutely been loving her lashes in the style princesa. They are just so wispy and dramatic, but not too dramatic, if you get what I'm feeling. I've honestly been wearing them non-stop, not even because she's my friend and this is her brand, but because they are so nice and cute and just perfect for any look that I do, especially for Instagram. So I will link her website down below, and I'll also put her Instagram handles somewhere here as well. Next up, we have an oldie but a goodie. This is the City Color Intense Blush Palette, and it comes with 6 different shades of blush, which are all honestly so beautiful. I've talked about City Color a lot on my channel in the past because if you guys didn't know, I did intern for them the summer after my freshman year of college, so like 3 summers ago, and they have a lot of really great products. Their blushes are probably one of the best products that they carry. They are so pigmented. Just the tones in here are just so versatile, especially if you are a makeup artist and if you want to get this for your kit. I think it's really great because it comes with all these different tones. They also have volume 2, which is a more peachy summertime type of vibe. I absolutely love that one as well. But for the time being, this is the only one that I have, and I've been reaching for this a lot more now that I'm into blush. I still don't know why I was never into blush when I first started doing makeup. It just takes your makeup to like a whole other level. Like, it just gives so much life to your face, and I don't know why it took me so long to get on that bandwagon, but I'm happy I'm finally on it. These shades are just everything. I normally don't reach for these two because they are a little bit too bright for me, but this one is my favorite out of the entire palette, and I would just reach for any of these 4. But like I said, if you are a working makeup artist, I think these are really great to have in your kit. So I will link the City Color website down below. Speaking of City Color, I have one more product from them. This is their CCB 104 brush. Honestly, the best brush I have for carving out eyebrows or doing cut creases, because if you guys can see this brush, you can see that it comes to a really fine point. And I like how it's so like short and stubby. For some reason, it really works. So I've just been using this to carve out my brows and to also do cut creases. I absolutely love this. And what's great about this brush is that it comes in a single pack, so you can buy individually, which I will also link down below in the description. Moving on, this is the NYX Face and Body Glitter. I have the shade, I think this is Ice. Yeah, this is in the shade Ice, and this has the prettiest iridescent shift. It looks white, but when you get a closer look, it shifts between like pink and green. And this glitter has the best texture I've ever worked with in a glitter. It's super fine, but it's not like a pigment. It's just on the brink of like pigment and glitter, but it's not chunky at all. If you guys can kind of see that. It is so fine, easy to apply. I use this in one of my most recent looks, and I will put a little clip right here, and it just brought it to that next level. And the fact that it's barely a glitter, it just really helps with making the eye look just so effortless and like ethereal, and I just really love this. I got this such a long time ago, but I never used it until recently, and now I'm like beating myself up for it because I didn't use it. But I definitely want to go and grab more of these. They are honestly so nice. Like I said, the texture is unbelievable. It does not even feel like glitter is on your eyes. I would like to talk about the new lash serum solution from L'Oreal. Actually, I'm not sure if it's new, but I've never seen it in stores, and I recently picked this up like last week, I want to say, from Walmart. My mom needed to go to Walmart, and I know that Walmart has a lot of items that they don't carry anywhere else. So I don't know if that's the case with this, but I did pick this up, and I've been using it on my eyelashes because y'all know I have itty bitty stick straight Asian lashes and I'm sick of it. I've been using this on my lash band. I try to do it twice every day, but honestly it just gets a little bit difficult because I do wear makeup. I found that it has a weird texture when it dries down because it's kind of like a gel, and when it dries down it does start to like flake off a little bit, and I've tried doing my makeup on top of it and honestly it's not the best. So that's why I only tend to use it more during nighttime, like when I'm about to go to bed. But I have really noticed a difference, not in my lashes, which is really weird, but I've also been using it on my brows because one of my friends on Instagram said that this works great for growing out your brows. Brows grow at an alarmingly slow rate, and I've been using this on my brows. I can already tell just by using it for a week that they're starting to grow faster, which is really, really weird. And I honestly haven't noticed much of a difference on my lashes. I don't know if it's because I'm not applying enough or if it's because like my lashes are still so itty bitty that there's like no hope in them at all. But they say to use it for 4 weeks. So I will update you guys on whether or not this helps my lashes grow as well. Maybe it takes a little bit longer. I mean, I'm only like a week in, so I will keep you guys updated on that. But for the time being, it works amazing on my brows. So if you guys have trouble growing out your brows, you should try this out. Moving on to the next product, I also picked this up at Walmart, so what a nice segue into our complexion. But this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I know a lot of people were asking me to try this out when it first came onto the market, and I was like, yeah, I'll try it if I see it. I didn't know it was only sold at Walmart though, so when I went and I saw this, I was like, that's why I haven't seen it anywhere, because I barely go to Walmart. Anyways, I saw this, I knew I had to try it out. I am in the shade Pure Beige. I will say that a lot of the shades are very either neutral or olive undertoned. Maybe it was the lighting in Walmart, but I just didn't see any like warm toned shades, which is what I am, or what I lean towards most of the time. But I got this shade and I think it's a pretty good match. I'm wearing it today. Honestly, the formula on this is pretty dang amazing. It is not a matte concealer, which is what I usually go for, but it is a very natural finish. I wouldn't say it's dewy, maybe like almost dewy. I would say that it leans more on the natural side, and it does blend out beautifully. Like, that's one of my favorite things about this concealer, is that it blends like a dream. The coverage is also pretty nice. I would say it's more medium coverage, not exactly a full coverage, but it is buildable. And I've noticed that it doesn't crease that much even if I don't set it. Now, I always set my under eyes just because I have to set like my whole face with powder. Otherwise, I just feel like it'll come off. But if you are a person that doesn't set your under eyes, I think that this is a really great concealer, just because from what I saw, it didn't really crease that much. So if you guys are ever in Walmart, you should pick this guy up. It's definitely worth the trip because everybody knows Walmart is just insane. Moving on in the complexion category, I'm going to talk about the foundation from Haileys Beauty. I recently went back on this foundation because of this concealer, actually, which we will get to in a minute, but let me talk about this guy first. I have an in-depth review and wear test on my channel somewhere, but I'll link it down below in the description for you. And you guys know how much I love this. It is absolutely so matte, so full coverage, so long lasting. It is honestly amazing. It was no surprise that when the company reached out to me to review this guy, I was honestly as equally blown away as this guy. I had very, very high expectations for this concealer just because of the foundation, and Honestly, I was semi looking for flaws and I was being a little bit harder on this one just because I had that high standard in the back of my mind from the foundation, and this did not disappoint, honey. Like, ooh. What's really, really weird is I find the formula to be very, very similar to the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer that I just showed you guys. The only difference is that this is a little bit more lighter coverage than the Milani one. Now, it's not a bad thing by any means. It just means that I have to do like 2 layers to get a more full coverage. If you're a medium coverage kind of gal, this is definitely the one for you. I am in the shade medium warm and I'm in the shade 4.30 warm in the foundation. So these two together are just honestly amazing, and just look at the packaging. Like, it's so nice. You can find these at Target. It's absolutely not sponsored, even though the company reached out and sent me this. And I would just like to say I'm so grateful to them because they put me on an amazing product. And to set the concealer down, I have a cult favorite. I'm not gonna talk too much about this one because y'all know homegirl Laura, she's doing the dang thing. I got this forever ago and I tried it. I don't know what it was back then. Maybe I was just using like the wrong foundation that was like too matte. But since then I've evolved and I do still like matte, but I also like dewy as well. And maybe that's why. Maybe I use like a too matte foundation. But the first time I tried this, girl, it was drying. I felt like my skin could not breathe. And so I put it away in my drawer for like ever. And recently I've just been trying to use more products and just switch it up a little bit. So I reached for this one once again, and lo and behold, I have fallen in with the herd mentality. I love this stuff, and y'all probably know why it's so amazing because most of you have already tried it. So I'm not gonna talk about this one, like the formula and what it does and whatnot. I'm just gonna say that I love it and it's a favorite of this month. Speaking of being too matte and not letting our skin breathe, this next product definitely helps out with that. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Setting Spray. And first of all, let's talk about the packaging. Please. Packaging is amazing. It's very similar to the MAC Fix Plus bottle, even straight down to the little lock right here. If you are more sensitive to scents, this might trigger something. It's very light and it goes away though. So if you can handle that, it might not even be a problem. It's very vanilla coconut-y, and personally I hate coconut, but I can handle it. Ooh, I just gotta like calm down because I honestly love this stuff so much. When I first hear the word dewy, I get a little bit scared because I am oily in my T-zone and I usually stray away from dewy products because it makes me look like a grease ball, like a rotisserie chicken. But I do have to say that after hearing so many people rave about this and a lot of my friends telling me that it is that girl, I went out and bought it because I just had to see for myself. And I'm so glad I did because this is absolutely amazing for when you put too much powder on your skin and you just need something to melt it down. And this is the epitome of melting powders into your face because literally I've tried a lot of setting sprays. No setting spray will make matte skin look like skin again better than this. This is the best one I've tried. It is absolutely not oily at all, so my initial reservations about it are just completely like thrown out the window. It is so amazing. Honestly, 2 spritzes is all I need because I'm not going for like that dewy of a look. I'm just using it to set down my face and just bring more life back to my face after applying powder. So if you have that problem, which I know a lot of us do, definitely reach for this. It does not break up my makeup in any way. I will say that I have not used this throughout the day to touch up my makeup at all, and I just do this like after initial application, but even just using it for that purpose is like so worth it, honestly. And this is a big bottle. Like, it's gonna take me forever to go through this. And 2 sprays, like I said, just like is like 2 and done. I was gonna say 1 and done, but no, 2. It is crazy how much I love this stuff and how good it is, and I didn't want to give into the hype, but sometimes you just gotta give into the hype because it's just that good. And last product of the video, this is the Wet n Wild Beauty Sponge. Look how cute it is. It is dry right now and it does grow a lot, but this is one of my new favorite sponges. I just love the shape of it. It has that rounded bottom that looks like the original Beauty Blender, and it has that flat top for when you want to carve out your contour or just like get into the crevices of your eyes. So I find that this point and like this flat edge really gives an advantage. And one of my favorite things about it is that it is so easy to clean. It is one of the best beauty sponges when it comes to cleaning. I think it's because it's very, very porous, and so it's just easy for me to just like squeeze everything out and just like in just like one fell swoop. I mean, it obviously blends amazingly, but just the fact that I'm able to clean it so easily as well just puts it like over the top. And it is so cheap. It's only like a couple of dollars. So if you're looking for a new beauty sponge, I would definitely recommend this one. I forgot a product. So recently I picked up one of the Clarisonics. This is honestly the cheapest one, I think, and it was still like $100. And I just wanted to invest in a nice facial brush because I used to have a knockoff one. It just died on me like after a year, and while I could just keep on continuing buying the cheap ones, I knew it wasn't going to be as good as buying like a real one that's gonna last me a long time. So I had a gift card, you know, and I was just like, you know, I think it's finally time to commit to this. So this is the Clarisonic Mia Prima. She sounds so powerful. Anyways, I've been using this to wash my face and take off all my makeup. I will only use this if I wear makeup during the day because your skin needs a little extra love when you wear makeup. So I will take off all my makeup and then I will wash my face with a cleanser. I just use one from Clean and Clear, and then I will go in with this brush. Now, a lot of people will take like a makeup remover and then just go in with that brush. Don't do that. That's just like one of my pet peeves, and it's actually really bad for your skin because you're basically pushing the makeup into your skin some more. So what I do is I remove the makeup and I will lather up with a face wash, and then I'll go in and just like scrub the rest out. And it'll be like a little bit dirty on the brush, but that means it's doing its job. So if you guys don't have one of these, I really highly recommend it to take your skincare to the next level. You by all means do not have to buy something as expensive as a Clarisonic. I got mine from like this little Japanese gadget store called Miniso, which I know they're coming into the States a little bit more, so some of you guys may have heard of them. That one was $18. It lasted me like a solid year. It is battery powered though. This one is rechargeable, which is what I really like about it. What's annoying though, it doesn't have a stand. Like the one that I bought from Miniso had like a stand so I could put it in the shower, and this one I just have to like leave it like flat like this. So that's a little bit inconvenient, but if you guys don't want to shell out $100 for like a facial brush, I would definitely recommend going to like TJ Maxx, Ross, all those places, because I know they have like a lot of alternatives. All right, you guys, so that is it for my May favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments down below if you tried any of these, if you want to try any of these, and let's chat about makeup in the comments. And with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.